I'm extreme compromising. Not that I don't have the ideas that I think that I ought to have, not that I don't have the beliefs, but I have the intelligence to realize that if we do not compromise, nothing will be accomplished. Thank you.
Why do you want the job that you're running for?
I tend to agree with Martin a little bit as far as not wanting this job. I was happy with my life, coaching basketball with my family. I'm just tired of screaming at the TV every night and seeing these leaders take us down this path where they haven't solved the problems that face us every day. And they tend to kick the can down the road to the next generation. How long has Social Security been a problem? How long has our dependency on foreign aid or foreign oil been a problem? These aren't new problems, folks. I'm just tired of the same old solutions and the pendulum swinging back and forth. I decided to get up and do something about it. Being a veteran, serving my country before myself. And that's what we need, is we need citizen legislatures in office that takes care of the people and not these special interest groups or Wall Street or whatever. We need to fix our problems in America, and Americans can do it and then come back home and give back to our families. And that's why I decided to run. Thank you.
I'd never been to Washington, D.C. till, I think, December of last year. And I got to take a trip and actually got to speak at a conference to about 100 Republican congressmen. And I think Dr. Rowe was there that day. I think it's the first day I met him. And I said, fellas, I want to be honest. Just straight up. Because I told my wife and I told my consultant that if I got to Washington and didn't like the atmosphere, that maybe it was something that I thought it wouldn't be, I wasn't going to run. I was going to come back home and go back to farming. But I told the guys in conference that day, I said, boys, I've got to be honest, I don't like it up here. And they said, you keep it that way and you'll be the best congressman that serves. What we're missing is guys that don't like it up there. And go up there and do the business of the people. My two boys, I didn't know how they would react when I decided to do this, my wife and I. But as we got more involved, they're 14 and 11, they knocked on hundreds of doors and made thousands of phone calls this summer. My 14-year-old son, I came in one night, and we were tired, it was late, we had been somewhere, Clarksville or somewhere, and he was waiting up on me, folks, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do this while getting choked up. He waited up till about 11 o'clock, and I walked in. He said, Dad, we need to talk. That was unusual for him. And he says, we're weak in Tipton County. He said, I've been down there today knocking on doors, and he said, that's south part of the district, Don. He said, we're weak. And he said, you need to let me take some more resources down there. And I looked in his eyes, and I thought, you know what? This is not about Stephen Fincher. This is about my kids, and about your kids and your grandkids and the future of this country. When I saw the veterans stand up a few minutes ago, that's why we're here, and that's why the freedom that we have cannot be stripped from us. And that's why I'm running for Congress. Thank you.
Small knowledge. Okay, Mr. Gaines. As you're well aware, there is much pressure now, more than ever, from your local constituents, not to mention the pressure of the Good Old Boy Club in D.C. How do you plan on keeping your local constituents in touch with your pressures in D.C.? And how do you plan on standing up to them? Okay.
I think so. And I think that was standing up to the pressures.
Yeah, how are you going to stand up to the pressure?
How am I going to keep the local communities informed of what's going on?
Yeah,
as far as the pressures?
Exactly. And how are you going to stand up to them?
Well, I have been actively involved in the Tea Party movement since I started running in June. My first Tea Party that I attended was in April 15th in Memphis. Since then, I've challenged John Tanner when he decided not to have any town hall meetings to discuss his position on health care reform.